Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. I love you, my dear audience, especially when you are like me. I like you better for that. Yes, we do put lots of efforts in this show, especially me and my assistant, all my assistants, our group, the whole crew is putting lots of efforts in making the show as feasible to you as possible, as more information as possible, to just build up our life. When I say life, I say the upbeat kind of life, the positive energy kind of a life with lots of positive energy. That's the life we promote. Like I said, day one, this is the banner, and remains the banner, and will be the banner forever for this show. Yes. I'm very glad today. It's a special show. As you can see, you see a face that you wish to see, but you don't see that much, maybe a few times. Well, this face and my face, you see quite a lot. Maybe you get bored by seeing so much of those faces, but there's one that you seldom see. That's Nikki Lee, my colleague. Nikki, welcome to my show.
Thank you, Jack.
All right.
Nice to see you again, Ken.
My honor.
All right, good. I feel better, much better, say, welcome Nikki to the show. Then saying to Nikki, say, can you make the volume a little higher, like that?
Different role.
Different way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now. Nikki has been my assistant for quite some time doing the show. Yes, she is a talent. She is a talent both behind and in front of camera, as you can see. She's been on the camera for several times already. The reason we brought her here is because of the show of 2 days ago.
Yes, sir.
2 days ago, Ken and I, another lady, Emma Wang, we did a show commenting on the New York activity, which is happening today,
Yes.
about a rich, extremely rich guy that having money burns holes in the pockets, in all pockets everywhere, is doing the money squandering or scattering or dispatching in New York, and also hosting a lunch in New York. We have no problem to be 100% sure people understand us right, that we have no problem with people helping people.
Correct.
We were talking and we are talking about the way of doing it. You have to do it in a proper way. And in the meantime, when you do things, you don't want to hurt people while doing it, right? During the show, somehow, my friend Ken Hamming mentioned one fact that during my absence, I was in China, you guys were doing the show.
Yes, sir.
She mentions her special favorite word being morality,
Right.
in your book.
Yes.
Right. And then it so happened we attached that word exactly to the event.
Yes.
To the event we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay, by coincidence. And also, on my email this morning, I saw some response. Somebody wrote to me saying that they liked our show for that day. To those people who wrote me saying that you liked that particular show, I thank you very much. Here's my salute. I would say that it is good to be loved. It is good to be liked. Sometimes when you put 100% of the emotion into one show, and yet you end up saying that people don't like it, you feel very sad.
Right.
In this case, I feel so excited, so encouraged. So I decided, well, let's do it one more time.
And
Right?
you mentioned that on the show.
Yeah,
Said
sure.
We'll talk about this again.
We'll talk about one more time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm so flattered. My audience like me. Why not? But don't get bored with me. Okay, anyway.
No.
And also, we get Nikki here today
Yes.
for the fact that she, at her age,
Yes.
well, which is the age group that we sometimes ignore. Right.
Except this book is for that age group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Everybody
That's why.
else.
That's
Right.
why. That's why. She pinpointed one word, morality. That's her favorite word, number one word among the 100.
Right.
So of course she earns herself a seniority.
In favorite for real
Yeah,
reasons.
she earns herself
Yeah.
this seniority to be sitting here, not only here, also in the center
Yeah.
of the table
Yeah.
to talk
It's my
about it,
honor.
right?
It's my
So
honor.
now I'm gonna give the mic to you to explain to people why you like that word. So you and I, we
Yes.
try to be nice.
Yes.
Just listen.
Try to be nice.
We'll
Yeah.
try.
We're nice. We'll try to be even nicer. Yeah.
To me, morality, it's one of the it's the most important word to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I believe that people could get rich by all kinds of ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Using different strategies to become rich. People can get themselves worked out, have a very toned body. Those are just very surface things that people can do.
All right.
But one thing about morality is that it's hard. It's very hard to feel it, to understand it, and actually to have interaction with it. And I believe for anyone, everybody in this world, on this planet, should contain one of the morality in their life.
All right. See. All right. Now,
That statement was
look at myself.
perfect and powerful.
Yeah. Look at
I
myself.
love it.
It could be either during my absence she has grown up,
Rubbed off on her.
or I have
Yeah, you
been,
did.
or I have been ignoring her for so much. So it really surprised me, the comment.
This comment, though, is
Uh,
very
they're
powerful, what you just said.
Very powerful,
Very
very powerful, very much so, full of positive energy. All right, and yet the problem is that on the business card, remember we started the
Exactly.
day show, the day 2 days show,
China
today
moral
go,
model.
the moral leader. No,
Right.
moral leader it says,
Right,
right?
right.
So now, with a young colleague at her age giving this much stress on the word moral. And yet on the business card, for that we denounce so much
Yes.
for the activities.
Right.
Call himself or themselves, that kind of people, moral leader.
Yeah.
How do you see the conflicts?
You can call yourself anything you want. Okay, he called himself that. And as you pointed out, he printed up his own cards.
Yeah, she made it
takes some
his own, yeah.
authenticity away from it. But the power of her statement comes down to one very simple fact, that being moral is basically what I say here. Morality is essentially doing the right thing in certain circumstances where right or wrong is a choice to be made. Often it's not easy to make the right choice, okay? And in different societies, of course, there's different opinions of what's moral and what's not.
All right.
But the way we're evolving now, as I see it, is that people pretty much intuitively know if they're making a moral choice or not. But many in our society are becoming so much more comfortable with knowing their choice is wrong, but if they can get away with it, fine,
Sure.
or if not, fine too. So people are accepting their immorality on a much more casual basis than when we held it in the proper height of esteem before, and we're trying, all of us in society, to enhance the importance and awareness of morality again.
When I was little, yeah, I agree with you, 100% with you. When I was little, my mother used to tell me this. She says that in the world, you have three things. One is law, never go across the line, right? Number two, there's money, never steal.
Right.
Never take anything that doesn't belong to you.
Right.
And in between, there is a word called the moral. So lots of people say there are two rules, money and law. As long as you don't steal, as long as you obey to laws, you're okay. But to my mother, there's a third one, which is moral.
See,
Thank you, mother, for taught me that way.
absolutely.
And I know in the other side of the world,
Bless your
the
mother.
other world, she can't hear me.
Yeah.
But I really feel proud of my mother, proud of myself being taught that way. Because I do pay more attention even to the third one rather than the first and second.
Right.
Because the first and second I'll never touch.
And one thing I always say, and I've said it on your show, and may I say how honored I am to be here to talk about my favorite subject, which is life and how to live it, okay? But moral is also kind of tangent, which I think is the second most important thing. To me, my most important possession is oxygen. It keeps me going. But second is reputation, earned in a moral way.
All right.
So reputation, they're so
To you, Nikki, a little question. Maybe I can test you a little further to confirm that you either have grown up or I have been ignoring you too much. Okay, now, your definition, the word moral, is it tangible or intangible?
Tangible.
Tangible. So, your answer?
Intangible.
Intangible.
It's viewable. It's viewable and it's felt soulfully.
All right.
But it's hard to touch it because it's an internal thing. And see, here's the thing: when you do live in a moral way, which Nikki concentrates on, and I'm proud of her, so much for that. You have earned self-esteem. Okay, just like if you steal money, how does that help your self-esteem? But every penny I have in my pocket or anywhere,
You know what I
I've
say?
earned it.
You know what I say?
Yes, sir.
You guys both are right.
I'm sure you're
It is
right.
tangible, it is intangible.
Right.
When you say tangible, you are rhetorically using a poetic language, right?
Okay.
Because I'm touching your heart. I'm
That's
touched
fair.
by the heart.
I love
Fact
it.
is that physically nobody cuts me open to touch my heart.
Right.
Yeah.
I won't let anybody do that.
But, yeah.
But I'll be happy anybody
Yeah.
try to touch my heart.
Yeah.
Right? So
Great.
the word touching here is not a physical touch, it's
Right.
the way you are moved.
Right.
All right. Let's take a very short moment now.
good.
When we come back, we'll find out. Having said this much on the quality of the word morality, what is wrong with the act, with the incident, with the event in terms of morality?
Yeah.
What does it do wrong? What does it do wrong to make us talk whole segment about
Right.
Yeah.
morality for the definition
We're ready
only?
to discuss
right?
that after.
All right, sure. So we'll be right back.